Well, bye to y'all. We're currently packing for our first KBF FLW tournament over in Nickajack Lake, Tennessee. I'm gonna get an early start tomorrow. Do a little practicing. I got some areas picked out. Don't know anything about this lake. Never been there. I'm only like basing my first setup, cast, whatever, off hearsay from friends that have been practicing down there, and they're making it sound like it's a lot like Lake Mitchell as far as water clarity and stuff. So that'd be good, you know, because I got a ton of lures that work perfect for this time of the year and the water clarity that Lake Mitchell has right now. So we're going to rig a bunch of stuff up, get this truck all loaded up, pack a bag, and man, I'm excited. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Man, this thing got hot out here. Well, guys, we're almost there. Only day of practice, a couple hours a day. Gonna just cover a lot of water and hopefully get on them pretty quick. Putting into this little creek first. I plan on fishing this creek all the way down about, I think it's about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles, and then it goes out to the lake. And yeah. So let's have a good day of practice. Let's see how out on the water. Well, my little secret spot that I thought I found, I wasn't the only one that found it. Man, this looks sketchy as heck. Oh shit, fire. Oh, these fucking people. Alright, let's do it. Holy crap. That was 2 big old carp. So 15.5. I'm on the chatterbait. Black blade, Yamamoto trailer. Alright guys, that's going to be it for practice today. We caught 4 and each fish I caught was on a different lure. So this creek here was a bust. It's full of carp and gar. They're freaking everywhere. I got another location that I'm gonna hit tomorrow morning on the tournament day, and like I said, I've never been there, so I'm kind of gonna be winging it. But we're gonna go back, get everything loaded up, go to the hotel, kind of scope out that spot tonight on Navionics. See what I mean? Carp, huge carp. But anyway, so that's the plan for tonight. There's a captain's meeting. Yeah, we're just gonna roll on with it. I hate practice turned out like this, but I mean, I don't know. This is one of those deals where you go to a new location that you never fished before, and you're kind of discovering everything, and it can be a little tricky. So hopefully tomorrow it's gonna be a lot better, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright y'all, welcome to day one. We're out here about 7 miles from Nickajack Dam, and I don't know, it's supposed to get a lot of rain today, so we're going to change it up from yesterday just a little bit. Let's get after it. Alright y'all, I don't know if you can hear it over the train, but I'm about to cover it up real quick. It's starting to rain. It's probably going to be covered up maybe the whole day. Woo! We on the board, baby! 6 cents lipless crankbait. That old fish there was 12 and a half, y'all. Ain't much size on them. Alright y'all, 13 and a half. There's another one, boys. Everything ain't gonna work. That's number 3. 14 3/4. Alright y'all, so a little update. Got 3 on the board. It's pretty small, but I just want to get 5 today, man. That's all I want to do. So it's 12 o'clock now, we've got 2 more hours left. I think I figured out what they want to eat. So we're gonna grind it out. Let's get after them, y'all. Woo! That's gonna be it, fellas. Caught a bunch of fish today. Just no keepers. I got 4 on the board. I don't even know what my total is right now. I'm just trying to get 5, really. But I don't know if we're gonna come back out here tomorrow or go up north. I don't know. But yeah, I can't believe we finally figured out what they wanted. This little guy right here just slow popping it off the bottom, and they're tearing it up. I should have stayed, I probably should have stayed longer in some of the spots that I was catching them in, but I was trying to get back here. I made it back here just in time. But, we're going to try it again tomorrow. Let's see y'all out there. Oh, here we go. Hey, Scott's on the pre-show. What's happening, bud? What's going on?
In 10th place with 84 inches from Tennessee, Jordan Marshall.
All right, yeah, come on up, Jordan. Jordan Marshall, 84 inches. Chad, that's incredible. That's a pretty good day right there.
All right, we're going to keep it going. All the way from Ohio with 82 3/4 inches, Daryl Cornelius. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that backwards. Yeah, here we go. I called out number 14.
All good.
In 9th place with 84 1/4 inches from Kentucky, Terry Elkins.
All right, come on up, Terry.
Come on, Terry.
That's the great thing about television, man. You edited all that out. So.
Congratulations.
Terry, good job. Absolutely.
All right. Now, in 8th place from Tennessee with 84 1/2 inches, Ryan Lambert.
84 1/2 inches, Chad, for Ryan Lambert. That's a heck of a day on Nickajack.
So, Ryan finished in the top 10 on our Guntersville event last week in our trail series and won the Pro Series stop on Guntersville. This guy's a solid stick. He's from right here in the Chattanooga area. What city are you actually? Jasper. Jasper. He's right here, hometown boy, but he smacks them all over the country. Ryan, congrats, brother. Appreciate it. Y'all keep an eye on him on the live leaderboard tomorrow. He'll definitely be in the conversation. All right, in 7th place, from Tennessee, now residing in Georgia, Craig Dye with 85 inches.
Pretty good day, Chad. What's up, Craig?
Congratulations, man. Appreciate you, brother. Also with 85 inches from Florida, William Mansfield.
Hey, Chad, the biggest fish means the longest fish, right?
Longest fish, yes, sir.
Gotcha. All right, William, come on up.
All right, now we're going to get into the top 5 from the state of Virginia. Spent a great part of the day at the top of the leaderboard with 86 inches, Mr. Jody Queen.
86 inches for Jody. Good job, man. Smacking them on Nickajack today. Good job.
All right, we're getting into our top 4. All the way from Arkansas with 86¼ inches, the 2018 KBF Angler of the Year, Mr. Cody Milton.
Angler of the Year title, man. Good job, sir.
Yeah, this guy's, how old are you again? 26 years old. Top 10 finish at the National Championship. Won our most prestigious event as far as Angler of the Year standings, called the 10. Bienville Plantation earlier this year. Won the Angler of the Year title last year. Is pretty much in the conversation of every tournament he's in. Definitely want to watch this guy on the leaderboard tomorrow.
And definitely, hey, he's in contention to qualify for your cup. And he's from Arkansas.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Going to be competing against him in his backyard. All right, our top 3. From the state of Indiana with 88 inches, Jason Cassidy.
Come on up, Jason.
All right, Jason. Yeah,
you want a wow? He wants a wow. You want me to give you a wow?
Come on. Wow! All right, Jason, so here's the deal, man. You came down from Indiana to fish Nickajack. I'm going to hand you the mic. Tell these folks how you're catching them, where you're catching them, what you're catching them on, and what your plan is for tomorrow.
Got it. Fishing is awesome on Nickajack. We really like to be up here on Chickamauga, but the glitter boats like to run us over sometimes. But now we'll leave that to those guys. We'll take the stuff a little bit down south. Fishing really slow, very finesse. The guys that were with me, or they know me, they know how I fish. If this thing pans out, I'll let you know a little more details, but it's low and slow. North. Not swift north, but
There you go. Good job, Jason.
All right, y'all watch him on the leaderboard. If you go to the FLW...
Good start, Leo. Good start.
All right, in 2nd place, from Ohio with 89 inches, Brian Cohen.
All right, Brian, come on up. 89 inches. Ohio Angler. Good to see you, sir.
All right, look at that camera. All right, Brian, I'm going to give you the mic. Tell them what you caught him on, where you caught him, how you caught him, and what you plan on doing tomorrow.
I'll be honest with you guys, I caught him on a 6 cents crankbait today. It was not easy to catch him. I lost a lot of fish, and then when the storm came through, we were sitting under a bridge. Somebody's out here that tied me up to his kayak so I wouldn't float away during the storm there. But I was lucky enough. I kept dropping my bait down, and I caught a really good fish while we were sitting there waiting out the storm. But caught him on a lifted jigs Ned rig today outside of that crankbait. And honestly, just really excited to be here. Love fishing, and thank FLW and KBF for putting this on. Couldn't be more happy to be here and catching fish and having a good time.
Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. All right, so let's bring up your day 1 leader with 92.5 inches. Got a 3.5-inch lead from the state of Michigan, Bogdan Korostetsky.
Bogdan, 92.5 inches. How's a Michigan guy come all the way down here to Tennessee and wreck them like that, huh? See if we can get the lowdown.
There's a pretty good angler from Michigan, you know, the Kalamazoo area.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that guy.
All right, man, I'm going to give you the mic. You know the drill. Where, when, how, why, and what your plan is for tomorrow.
I'm not going to tell you everything. I have a YouTube channel where I'm going to post my video. You can see my fish. Catfish, kind of chatterbait. That's all I'm going to tell you.
But you'll tell us tomorrow after you win, right?
I will.
We're good. All right, we can watch some video.
I just want to give a shout out to Watercraft and FX Custom Rods and just everybody at home, Michigan. Hello.
92 and a half.
Appreciate it, man. Congratulations. Watch this guy on the leaderboard tomorrow. One of the great things about the kayak fishing community is a lot of these guys have cameras with them.
Alright guys, welcome to day 2. Final day of the KBF FLW Open. Going to fish pretty much the same type of structure I was fishing yesterday, where I started picking up fish yesterday afternoon. So with the color and the presentation kind of figured out, I think we'll be able to put 5 in pretty easy today, I hope. So welcome to day 2, and y'all stay tuned. So guys, it's first cast right now, and saved a bunch of waypoints from yesterday on this hummingbird, and none of them saved, so I don't know what the deal with that is. It's too late to troubleshoot now, so just gotta go home and figure that out, I reckon. It sucks, I mean, I had like 15 waypoints from yesterday saving this thing. Big girl. That's the biggest one we caught all weekend. It's 16 and a half right there. It's a good start. Looking for that. Oh my god, y'all. Let's check this out. Hold on. So I cut the tail off a zoom worm and tied it on the back of that chatterbait and fired on the other baby. That was awesome. That was 15 inches. I just threw them back, didn't turn the camera back on. Alright. Had me worried there, Lake Nickajack. Hope you don't quit on me. You ain't quit. She's only just begun. That's another 15 inches. Yes, sir. Man, that was one crazy and fun tournament right there. Probably the best one I've ever been to. That was a blast. You know, KBF teamed up with FLW to have this open tournament, and golly, I'm so glad I got to be a part of that first event. That's amazing. And we finished out in 75th place with 114.5 inches total for the weekend. Yeah, that was, I don't know. So let's just go over all that. Alright, so practice day. Not saying it was a waste of time, but having more days to practice would have helped out a lot. But the most important thing about practice day I could take away from it was, got up there, you know, I had a game plan to hit that creek first on day one and fish out to the main lake. And if it wasn't for practice that day, that would have killed me on day one, because that creek had nothing going on for it. But yeah, so pretty much practice day, canceled out that creek for me. But the only thing it didn't do for me was help me find, what the fish were biting on, and where the fish were located, and just important stuff. The important stuff you got to know going into a tournament. So yeah, more practice days would have been great. Would have helped me out a lot. All right, so going into day one, I chose a spot where there was a lot of islands and a lot of structure and stuff, points and things like that, compared to the rest of the lake, which is pretty much, a river with ledges and a bunch of rocks. Pretty much the whole thing was rocks and ledges. But that was pretty much my game plan, was go out there, hit points with just like slow moving baits, like swim baits, and like slow rolling a current or chatterbait and cranks. And then as I'm moving through the area, go across the main lake and hit the walls and finesse the walls. Well, while going across the main lake, finessing the walls, I catch one fish on a shaky head, and that was it. I probably went 2 miles down the walls, man, finessing. Probably killed an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Probably an hour and a half going down the walls. But nothing was happening for me there. So then I move across the lake and start focusing on shallow water and any kind of cover, like laydowns and stuff, and still finessing and swim baits. And mind you, I'm like changing colors as I'm going, you know, trying to find something that's going to work. And the only color that I got any bites on was a Zoom trick worm. It was like black and blue. Some kind of random color I picked up at the bait shop. You know, just picked it up. But once I got across, you know, then that big storm come through. I had to take cover and go to the shore for about 45 minutes because it was just bad. It was crazy as heck. I didn't feel safe on the water at that time. I fished through a lot of stuff, but the way that wind was coming across that lake and the heavy rain was hitting and all that lightning, I had to get off the water. There was no way. So once that was over with, it rained pretty much all the rest of the afternoon. So I started throwing like chatters and swim baits around these shallow areas, and got a couple fish. And then all of a sudden, like, for some reason, I decided to pick up a lipless crankbait, and by 6 cents, it was like red and white looking, you know, a lure I never ever fish with. By color, I hardly ever fish with. It's kind of strange. A lot of people do fish with red, but I don't fish with red. So I picked that thing up, just gonna give it a shot, you know, and man, first cast with that lure, hit a fish. Second cast, hit a fish. And then about the 4th or 5th cast, I hit a fish, and it was on, man. I probably caught 10 fish that day on day one, but only 4, you know, measured up to the standards. The rest of them are just real small, you know, little 8 to 10 inches, 11 inches. So day one was kind of tough, but it did. Day one was kind of how practice should have went, you know, where I went out there and found what's working. So going into day 2, you know, the night before I tie on like everything I got that's like red, and just I don't know. I literally have, well, here they are. Like everything on this has got some kind of red or flash or something. So go out there in the morning, just plan to hit, you know, same thing. I was catching fish on points and slow drops and stuff, you know, with that crankbait. Went out there and nailed 3 fish like right off the bat, and then I picked my 4th one up a little bit later, and that was all that scored. I probably caught 8 fish, you know, that morning, and only 4 of them scored. And then about 9:30, 10 o'clock, like the bite was just gone. Like I couldn't get anything to bite. Got nothing to bite for the rest of the day. Not even a nibble, nothing. So that's pretty much how it ended. You know, it was a wild weekend. I put in a lot of hours, and I am beat right now. I'm ready to get home to see Katie in the pup, and man, I'm just glad I got to experience that. And funny thing is, next month we're heading to Chickamauga, so like 1 hour away to be exact from, you know, Nickajack. So we'll be right back up here in about, I think, 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So until that tournament comes up, this is Jason Smitherman with J Bird Bass. We'll see y'all out there next time.
Start with number 9. Is that right? We'll start with number 9. All right, here we go. In 9th place, day 2, he had 89 inches. They're telling me to hold up.
Oh, our number 10 just got here. Good deal.
Anybody want to hear a joke?
I guess so. I'll hesitate to say.
Number 10 had 73 inches on day 1 and was outside the top 60. the charge on day 2 with 91 3/4 inches, was a ½ inch off the total caught by day 1 leader. All right, that gave him 164 3/4 inches, moving him into 10th place. Proof that you never give up. Tennessee native, now residing in the state of Georgia, Mr. Ron Champion. I just got to take credit a little bit for this one. It's kind of like when your kid graduates from school or what have you. I got this guy into kayak fishing back in the state of Tennessee. His wife got a job and they relocated 11 miles from where I grew up. So it's a pretty cool deal. And one of the best anglers I know, even better human being, I'm going to hand him the mic and let him tell you about his day, especially the part where you doubled down, didn't give up, didn't go home, didn't quit, and came up from outside.
I think I was like 61st.
And now you're in 10th, so there you go, brother.
61st to 2th. Bring it down, Ron.
Yeah, it was an awesome day. I just went out and went fishing. I fished the exact same spot I fished yesterday. I did the exact same thing. I knew the sun would help me today. Yesterday with the cloud cover, I needed the sunlight to position my fish, but it was an awesome day. I caught a 19 3/4, and then 30 minutes later I caught another 19, and I caught another 18 1/4. Like 15 minutes left to go, and I wanted the top 20. That was my goal going in, and then when I started getting a little closer and closer, I was like, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna get that 10. So I'm stoked, man. It's all right.
Appreciate you, man. What's your hot springs? Great job. You got the yes, sir. So in 9th place, he had 89 inches yesterday. Finished up with 77 today for 166 inches total. From Ohio, Brian Coyne.
All right, Brian, come on up. Talk to us, man. Break it down. Break it down for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a good day today. I went out this morning. I had 3 fish on the board within like 12 minutes this morning. I had a limit by 7 o'clock. Pulled up a few times, and then after that storm came through, I just didn't get another bite after that. So not as good of a day as yesterday, but obviously I still had fun this morning and had a great couple days down here. Want to thank obviously the city of Dayton for putting this thing on for us, and everyone that's been a part of this. Honestly, it's been a world-class event for me. It's such an opportunity to be up here on this stage. I watch FLW live every weekend just like everybody else. So I just want to give a shout out to thanks to Art and Reels. They've been a huge support to me and given me an opportunity, a product that I can use for years to come. And thanks to Jake's has been a big sponsor to me as well. My family, mom, dad, my brother Willie, sister Rachel, and of course my girlfriend Lydia at home. So thanks everybody, and good luck to these guys. I guess congratulations to these.
There you go. Brian, great job, man. Congratulations.
Round of applause for Brian. I got to get sack a little bit. Need something to get around, so. All right, we got number 8 here.
Number 8 is here.
All right, in 8th place. He had 86 inches yesterday. Finished with 80 and a half today for 166 and a half inches. From Virginia, Mr. Jody Queen.
All right, Jody Queen from Virginia. Good job, man. 8th place finish.
For me, a little bit because I lost my fish finder right off the bat. I was on my way north, but man, I caught a lot of fish, had a great time.
And how was place finish for you?
Modified kayaks, fishing on the line. Those guys are great. They back me everywhere I go. And
Congratulations, brother.
Good job, Jody.
Round of applause for this guy. In 7th place, he had 81 and a half inches yesterday, 85 and a quarter today for 166 and 3/4 inches. From Kentucky, Joshua Howell.
Good job, Josh. Kentucky guy. Good job, man.
Yeah, I caught a lot better today. I caught most of my fish on a wacky rig, at least my keeper fish, and then the other ones came off the 10-inch worm dragging around some riprap. And yeah, it was the best day I've ever had on the water. Yeah, I want to thank my family and friends back home cheering me on, and of course all the fans here at FLW and KBF, because I mean this is a once in a lifetime moment to stand on this stage, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Yeah, thank you.
We get another opportunity in Hot Springs in August. All right, in 6th place. He had 83 1/4 inches yesterday, 83 1/2 today, with 166 3/4 inches from North Carolina, Mr. Corey Dreyer.
Corey Dreyer, North Carolina. Talk to us, Corey. How'd you catch him, man?
I caught all my fish this week on a chatterbait and a Strike King rage bug. Smashed them yesterday. I probably caught close to 30 fish. Same thing today. Using my 13 fishing rods and reels. They've been a big supporter of mine for a long time. Wilderness Systems kayaks. Torpedo motor. Without the torpedo, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Running in the winds, holding position and whatnot. So if you're looking for a motor in the kayak, definitely check out Torpedo. I want to thank all my other sponsors, Talco's Fishing, Yak Attack, Picasso Lures, Catch Boards. I don't know, I'll probably listen to somebody else. And I also want to give a big shout out to Chad, KBF, FLW. Really appreciate it. This thing's blowing up, it's getting big, so check it out if you're interested in kayak fishing. And I also want to give a shout out to my wife and kids and family. So, love you and see you tonight.
Absolutely. Good job, Corey.
Another round of applause for Corey Dreyer. One of the most consistent finishers ever in the history of kayak bass fishing competition. All right, in 5th place, he had 88 inches yesterday, brought in 81 today for a 169-inch total. From Indiana, Jason Cassidy.
Good job, Jason. 5th place, man.
Well, thanks to everybody for coming out. Thank you, FLW. This is to walk across this stage. As many of you guys are out here, especially you youngins, get in a kayak. You will never look back, and you can be up here too, walking across the stage and living out your dream just like I am right now. Caught all my fish on a tube. Rig Stupid. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a real thing. Caught him yesterday in 22 feet of water out on a ledge. Nothing today until 11:30. I was in my car ready to not run a gun but run home to Indiana. I had a big bird's nest on my rod and cut it off and re-spooled. Sent a little prayer to the man upstairs and started going at it. So God is good. I want to thank my wife Marina, my kids watching at home, KBF and FLW. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much, Jason. 5th place, man.
Congratulations. All right. Starting to get good. Here we go. In 4th place, 86 1/4 inches yesterday, had 83 1/2 today for 169 3/4. From Arkansas, the 2018 KBF Angler of the Year, Cody Milton.
Former Angler of the Year title. He is the current reigning Angler of the Year. Good job, Cody. 4th place, man.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Break it down. How'd you catch him, man?
I'm going to thank Accent Fishing Products. Every fish I caught this week came on something they made. It was truly just kind of a jump fishing day for me. It was a spinnerbait, a buzzbait, and a squirrelbill. And I think at the end of both days, I don't think I used any squirrelbill fish. So it was all the river special and the finesse Jacob Wheeler buzzbait. Some true river fishing. It was good stuff.
Jump fishing works, man. Jump fishing 101 is real.
Anybody else want to thank? Fish USA, and if you haven't checked out their booth in the back, they have 15% off your first order. So go check them out, and they may even have free t-shirt for you. It might be out there.
I think they got some mediums.
Some mediums, yeah.
There you go.
Congratulations.
4th place, man. Congrats. Yes, sir.
All right, so I've been informed that all of these guys are qualified for and in the contingency money with DZ. So DZ, we got a representative here, Mr. Dallas Donovan. We're going to get him to bring up the contingency money checks. Each one of these guys is going to get their regular check, and then they're going to get some extra money from DZ for stepping up. In 3rd place, he had 84 inches yesterday. On day 2, he had 86 inches for a 170-inch total. From Tennessee, Jordan Marshall.
Tennessee pride right there, Jordan Marshall, 170 inches. Wow.
So Jordan's going to take home his basic payout, but he's also going to take home this right here. He's going to take home a $1,000 gift certificate to the DZ website for whatever van, truck stuff, formats for his Subaru? Anyway, that's a little inside joke. All right, so Jordan, tell us how you caught it, man.
So yesterday I caught most of my fish on a chatterbait, and today they were not wanting to touch anything moving, so I had to really slow down and just start flipped a D-bomb pretty much all day and never put it down. And I didn't get a whole lot of bites, but the bites I got were pretty good. So yeah, I'd like to thank McKee Outdoors in Maryville and Kissel Rods, River Sports Outfitters, Hobie Kayaks, and
congratulations.
Great job.
Y'all give him one more round of applause. Congrats, brother. All right, so let's get the last two guys up here. Bogdan Korostetsky and Ryan Lambert.
There'll only be one champ. Right, Chad? One champ.
One champion.
One will be champion, the other will finish.
All right, so I got Bogdan Korostetsky on my left, and I've got Mr. Ryan Lambert on my right. Ryan just won the KBF Pro Tour on Guntersville last weekend and is potentially going to take home back-to-back titles. It'll be the first time we've had that actually happen in KBF history. It'd be cool to make FLW KBF history at the same time, but I don't think Bogdan wants that to happen. So we're about to find out who is the first ever DZ FLW KBF Open champion here on Lake Nickajack, presented by Yak Attack. And you know what? That just sounds good, don't it, Chris? Do you want to announce the winner?
Hey, I can do it. I can do it. I mean, I've done that
a few times. A few times.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to make some television right here. We're going to crown our champion. So when we do that, we want you to get loud for the champion. Hey, they've worked the last 2 days extremely hard. That started with a practice period before that. So it came down to Ryan Lambert of Tennessee versus Bogdan Korostetsky of Michigan. And your champion with 174.25 is Bogdan Korostetsky of Michigan. And this one by 2 inches. Wow!
All right, while we're getting the trophy, we're going to let Bogdan chill here for just a second. We're going to turn the mic over to Ryan. Let me tell you all about Ryan's total. Ryan led the leaderboard most of the day, and I'm talking about led it. You had about a 6-inch lead at one point, then traded first and second 3-4 different times. Right before the leaderboard went off, you were a little further down the leaderboard and then made the jump back up there. On day one, he had 84.5 inches. On day two, 87 3/4 inches for 172 1/4 inches, a 2-inch differential for your winner and your second place angler. Ryan, tell us about your day.
Started out the morning by sending Bo a text, and I said, "Good luck, kid, but no, I'm coming for you." I hope he had a good day, but not that good of a day. I was on a good pattern. I bet my entire tournament on smallmouth. I just feel like their bite's a lot more consistent. So I was fishing way north on Nickajack. I stayed on it. We had a really good morning bite, and it fell off. I didn't catch a fish for like 3 hours, so I made some moves and ended up catching a 19-inch fish and culling up 5 inches after the leaderboard shut off. So I think I jumped back up on him from what his last total was, but obviously he ended up culling up 2 more inches and gave me a little surprise. I just want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank Native Watercraft, Hook One Outfitters, Calco's Fishing, Dakota Lithium, Boondocks. More than that, I want to thank my friends. I had so many calls and texts all day long. That's the great thing about the kayak fishing community. I mean, everybody's so supportive. The Ship House guys, they were on my phone all day. My TVKA buddies, I mean, just the support's outstanding. And thanks to FLW and KBF for putting this event on. This is awesome.
Dallas is going to present you another $1,500, and this guy right here is one of those guys that's got almost everything on his truck already, so you'll be able to juice it up a little more, man. Congratulations. Hey, y'all give him a round of applause. You're going to always see this guy in the conversation if we're having a catch photo release kayak tournament. So now we're going to turn our attention to this guy right here, Bogdan Korostetsky. So here's the great thing about this. You're going to be able to not only watch whatever coverage FLW Live got, whatever coverage we've got, you're going to get to watch this entire thing because he has a YouTube channel. And he's filmed his entire adventure fishing this event. So in a couple days, a couple weeks, whenever he gets home and decompresses it and gets it all edited up, you can go watch exactly how he did everything he did and get not just a little bit of insight, but 100 did it. I'm going to turn it over to him. Bogdan, congratulations. I'll hold that hardware while you talk, man.
Wow, I don't know what to say. It's been tough, stressful, and I did not expect to be here on this stage, but I'm very thankful to be here. My practice was weird, and I couldn't figure out much. I found fish shallow, but I wanted to move off the bank because I knew like people were gonna start fishing banks. So I wanted to find something else, but I didn't know what I was looking for. So I was just finding spots offshore, and I stumbled upon offshore humps that had grass on them, and that's like pretty much what we fish in Michigan and catch a lot of fish. So I felt right at home finding those spots. On day one, the fish were schooling in the morning, like throughout the whole day, so I was able to catch a lot and bigger fish too. This morning I went to the better spot, and it was very quiet. It took me 1 hour to get a first keeper, and it was very slow, and that made me stressed out because my expectations were too high. And yeah, somehow I managed to catch 5 decent fish, and yeah, that's how it happened.
Worked out, man. Congratulations to you, our champion.
So listen, give this guy a round of applause. Go check out backdogfishing.com. We'll post up all of his stuff. We'll be releasing a video as well. He's going to spend the money one day, but they'll never be able to take that hardware away from him. So for the check presentation, I'm going to get Dallas over here from DZ, and he's going to present both the check for the first place payout and the check for that contingency money from DZ. I'm going to turn it over to Dallas so he can hand off the cash. Here you go, brother.
All right, congratulations to all the people out there. It seems like a good 2 days when the storm was out. Here's a $5,000 first place as well as a $2,500 gift certificate for you.
There you go, man. Congratulations to you, Morgan.
Thank you, Dallas.
Get that check
Give a round of applause for our title sponsor, DZ Truck Accessories. All right, we're going to get these guys off the stage, do the photos and the interviews and all that stuff. Y'all go check out the show on Sportsman. Go check it out on WFN, and go check out Bogdan on YouTube. I'm going to hand it over to Chris and let you roll with the show, brother.
Thank you so much, Chad Hoover. Give him a huge round of applause. He's pioneering this movement.